In this review we look at a set of Ford F250 pickup trucks, and the sticker shows it's genuine Ford licensed merchandise. These trucks are in the colours of the well-known Dutch company Mammoet, and the model set is made by Sword Models, and it's been many years since we've seen something new from Sword. The set comprises 2 Fords and there are 2 bags of parts to fit. To get the Fords out you just have to separate the 2 plastic formers, and then you can just carefully pick the models out. There was one small issue with the review set because one of the aerials had come off, but that probably happened at ConExpo when the Cranes Etc. team got into a big fist fight over some lip balm. Anyway, it's no problem because all we need is a little bit of help from our old friend Superglue, and the aerial can be put back into its proper place. For the assembly, we'll fully configure the models as an Escort set, and if you choose a lead-off truck, it has a special attachment at the front for a gauging pole. Behind the cab there's a plastic light bar to be fitted, and that presses into preformed holes in the body. On top of that you can just place a toolbox. Both trucks can have a towing hitch fitted, and for that you need to get underneath and press it into the preformed holes. It's good that the fit is reasonably tight and the part won't drop out. Let's go back to the light bar because there's a nice oversized load sign to fit, and it's not completely obvious how you fit them, but they just kind of slot into place. And to do that you put a very slight bend in them. Lastly, we can go back to the lead-off truck and put the gauging pole into place. This is used to check the height of bridges or wires to make sure the oversized load can pass underneath. Both Fords are essentially the same, and starting underneath the floor pan is made of plastic, but that allows some good transmission and exhaust detailing. The wheels look smart and there are mud flaps, but perhaps they are a little bit thick for the scale. At the front there's a nice Ford badge and Super Duty is etched into the top of the grille. A nice touch is that there are 2 Fords in the set, but they both have different number plates. And not only that, but they also have different fleet numbers. The inside is nicely detailed, and although you can't see it here, the internal mirror is also silvered. The oversized load sign is a nice piece of work on its mesh backing. And at the back the load floor has a textured surface, and there's another good looking Ford logo. We will start by giving the F250 a run on the Cranes Etc. freeway, and it rolls reasonably well without being free rolling. The rear wheels are fixed to a common axle, and at the front the steering is good with a decent range of movement. So this Ford will turn a corner, and it poses well with its steering. There are no windows in the front doors, but that does mean it's easy to open them. But the range of movement is perhaps a bit restricted, so these Fords are really only ideal for the thinner gentleman. Moving to the back of the truck, and there's a working tailgate, and it's engineered well because it folds down level, and when you close it back up it clicks into place. There is one other working feature, and that's an opening engine hood, but as the fit is so good you'll need something thin to be able to prise it open. It opens far enough to get a view of the engine, but perhaps not far enough to accommodate anyone with a giant head. Occasionally on Cranes Etc. we look at extraordinary loads, and here the Cranes Etc. team are going to move a very large generator unit. The ever-resourceful Cranes Etc. team does things that other teams can't do, so with careful planning and by strictly following the method statement, a move of this massive generator becomes possible. Luckily the load is within the capacity of the giant hand crane as it's loaded onto the Ford F250s, and the careful planning really pays off as the load is put onto the trucks. The special transport design allows the load to be moved in either direction with a forward-facing cab, and also built into the technique is a special way to quickly unload the generator. It's been a long wait for these Ford F250 trucks from Sword models, but they certainly don't disappoint. They are a nice combination of very good detailing with very good functionality, and this set in Mammoet colours certainly hits the spot. Overall, it's a set which is easy to rate as very good.